Hey everyone, this is take two. I've just done a post below and everyone said that the sound was absolutely crap. I was using one of these, so I've thrown that away and we're going to try again. So I want to talk to you about unfair advantage. This is really, really important. If you want to stand out as a leader in your industry, if you want to sell more of your online courses, if you want to stand out above your competition, you need to understand what your unfair advantages actually are, and you have to learn how to play to those. Now, in my industry, the online course creation industry, years ago, this was not a sexy industry at all. There were not many people in it, and I've come from a world where I've gone from a place where there wasn't a lot of competition to now there suddenly being quite a significant amount of competition. Now, regardless of what topic you are in, regardless of what industry you're in, what your online courses are about, what your expertise is about, I can pretty much guarantee that you're probably well aware of the fact that you have competitors, and you're probably always or often thinking, how am I going to make sure I stand above these? How can I let people know that I'm better, and so on. Hi Trish. So what we need to do is figure out what our unfair advantages are. Now, I like to post fairly controversial things now and then. I do ruffle some feathers with it. If you are going to stand up for things, if you're going to stand out in your industry, you have to stand up for something. You have to stand for something. And that is going to mean that sometimes you're going to upset people. You've got to get okay with that. It's really important that you get okay with this. Not everybody's going to like you. If you're going to go out there and share your message and do your thing, there are going to be people that don't like you. But for every person that doesn't like you, there are going to be people that do. So let's get over that bit first of all. Now, this post I put up that ruffled a few feathers was because the post basically played to my unfair advantages, and the people who do not have the advantages that I do saw my post as unfair. And I had a few private messages saying, you can't say that, that's really unfair. And I was like, yeah, I know, but being fair doesn't help my marketing. So let's talk about this a little bit more. Now, in my particular post, I played up to the fact that in my industry there's a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon because it's suddenly become sexy, profitable and fun, that are not qualified in education design. So I looked at what are my unfair advantages. Now, first of all, I am not saying that people who are not qualified are not good. I know loads of people who are absolutely brilliant at what they do and do not have a qualification to their name. So this is important. It's not what I'm saying. But what I did was looked at what is my unfair advantage. They are not qualified and I am. So I made a post about how important it is that if you want to find a professional expert, go to somebody that's qualified. Yeah, pretty unfair on the people who are not. Does that help my marketing? Yeah. So this is the point. It's a fact, and I played that to my advantage, as unfair as it might be to my competition. Who cares, right? So again, if you're not qualified, don't worry, this isn't a problem. I just simply picked out something that I have over my competition. What do you have that trumps your competition? What can you play up to that they can't? So this could be a number of things. It could be qualifications. Are you qualified in something? Make a big deal about it. Brag about it. Do you have experience in your area for a number of years? Now, this doesn't necessarily mean have you been doing it as your own business show for a number of years. It could be where you can count the time that you were employed doing this, for instance. Basically, how long have you been mastering the art of your own science? How long have you been doing what you do, learning what you do, passionate about what you do? That is an unfair advantage. If you can prove that you have been involved in that topic, in that industry, in that thing for a significant period of time, that's an advantage. Play to it. It shows that you are passionate about that topic. Have you been published in any online magazines, any print magazines? Do you have a chapter in a book? By the way, this is easier than you think. For those of you that think, oh shit, no, I don't have any of that, go to sourcebottle.com, SOURCE, sourcebottle.com. Hundreds of journalists every day post in there about experts that they're looking for to contribute to their blogs, to contribute to their magazines, to come on their radio show, to come on their TV program. I've been published in a number of books simply by contributing and replying to the call outs from journalists and things on there. Really easy way to do that. You could perhaps reference if you've ever guest posted in magazines or articles. You can write your own book, publish an ebook. Publishing an ebook is as simple as transcribing some of your online course videos, typing it all up in a PDF and publishing it by putting it online. Guys, putting a book on Kindle is very, very simple indeed. So you can do this to gain credibility in your marketplace. Has any of your clients got significant status in the industry? Have any of your past clients got a significant market share? Are they well known? Play to that. Say, yeah, well, look, if this guy used me, clearly I'm good enough. That's an unfair advantage. Use it. What else could you have? Like maybe you've spoken on stages. That makes you someone who the industry respects as an authority. Use that to your advantage. So just think of all of the things. I want you to write down every single thing that you have that is a brag, that is unfair over your competition, and use that in your sales pages. Use that when you talk about your products and services. Go and do what I did and write a blog about it, so that you can prove that you are the person that can really truly help people in that industry. Awards you've won, absolutely, Trish, definitely awards that you've won. So think of all of the different ways that you can trump your competition. Yeah, it's not fair. So what? It's business, guys. What is your unfair advantage? List some of them below. Go for it. Put it in your marketing. But don't be afraid to brag about this, because if you don't tell people about it, they're going to go to your competition. That's it. Bye.